Alright, we're getting pretty close to finishing episode 3 on NCIS for the Wii. Let's go ahead and continue working with Abby. We just completed the deduction board.
Poison, not blunt force trauma or cardiac arrest.
So the guy was poisoned.
This was premeditated, cold-blooded murder.
Now we just need to know why.
I'm way ahead of you. Working on the evidence you sent me now.
Alright. There we go. There's the hammer.
Gotcha, you little bugger.
Alright, let's see whose fingerprint this matches. God, that's all they're gonna give me? I think that's it. Yep. Guess it wasn't so hard after all.
The fingerprints on these instruments belong to Captain Husker.
Ooh.
Captain Husker was into something more than a little bondage. He was into full-on torture.
That's not good. Here's the vial.
The substance in this vial is sodium pentothal, truth serum. Fingerprints can tell a lot of stories. These are going to tell us who our killer is.
I'll be... Finally... Let's find out who this fingerprint matches. That's not it. There we go.
Why would Dr. Marks be at the torture facility?
Alright. Processing more evidence. Well, fun fact for you guys, NCIS actually stands for Naval Criminal Investigative Service.
The substance in this vial is succinylcholine, a highly toxic poison. Why does it not surprise me to find traces of a rare poison twice in one day? Gibbs, I found the same rare poison that killed Captain Husker in one of the vials from the torture facility. Those two are a long way apart. How did it get to both places?
Deduction board.
Deduction board time.
Let's see what we can find.
What does that mean, Abs? That's supposed to make sense,
Oh,
Abs?
shoot.
Why don't you explain it to me, Abs? In English. Why do you think that, Abs? Where do you think it is?
Oh my god! It's okay, so it's obviously the last one.
Why do you think that, Abs?
Just what I thought.
So Husker was torturing people. Interesting. Mission accomplished.
So now it's clear. Husker was torturing people for information, and Dr. Marks was somehow involved. Then something went wrong between the two of them, and she poisoned him. Worried she'd get caught, she tried to frame the acting CO, Commander Pramus.
She's probably long gone by now. McGee, need to find the doctor. I'm already on it.
McGee? How long have you been on the line?
I'm always on the line.
Alright, we're just about done. Almost, kind of. So now we gotta locate Dr. Marks's vehicle so we can interview her.
Target headed east, heading 09er, Bravo 9er. You might be fast, but my satellite goes 7.56 kilometers per second. Try to outrun that. Proceeding on course. Copy that. Target
Is she in like the desert or something? Because it looks like that.
Course correction required. Target on course to be intercepted. Copy that. Target is out. We're right on top of you now, and in just a few seconds, game over. Target headed east, heading 09er, Bravo 9er. We've lost visual.
Shoot.
Target headed east, heading 09er, Bravo 9er. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target is proceeding on course. Target heading east, heading 09er, Bravo 9er. Target is proceeding on course.
Booyah!
Target on course.
Oh god. That was stressful.
We got her, boss. The base guards are bringing her to you.
Sweet. Interrogation time. You guys ready? This interrogation is gonna be awesome. Here we go.
Welcome back, Doctor.
I'm not telling you anything.
We know what you were doing out there, in that blood-stained concrete torture box.
You don't know anything.
As doctors, we took an oath to protect human life and limit suffering. I understand that sometimes those two goals conflict with each other.
You have no idea what you're talking about. This is a war zone, Dr. Mallard, not some comfortable morgue in Washington, D.C. Things work differently here.
I have spent more than my fair share of time in a war zone, Dr. Marks, and I once watched a man tortured to the brink of death repeatedly. It was my job to keep him alive so that his tormentor could extend his suffering. I refused, and instead ended his suffering and his life. Much as I suspect you did for the victims out at that dreadful facility.
You have your facts wrong.
Why don't you correct me then?
I am a doctor. I save lives and end suffering. End of story.
You were torturing people at that warehouse.
No, never.
That's not good enough.
I would never intentionally inflict suffering on another human being. I'm not a torturer, Agent Gibbs.
What? Oh, phew.
Saw the inside of your warehouse. We know what you and Husker were doing out there.
He ordered me. He made me inject them with sodium pentothal so they wouldn't resist his questions. Then he ordered me to nurse them back to health, just as Dr. Mallard described from his own experiences. He wanted to extend their pain, but I never tortured anyone. It was always Captain Husker. I did as I was ordered. I eased their pain, reduced their suffering as best I could.
Who were these people?
Iraqi civilians, mostly.
Need something more specific.
They were all Iraqi civilians. People he picked up off the street who he suspected as having ties to terrorists.
So you killed them.
I tried to help them.
Help them.
I didn't kill them. I did as I was ordered. I eased their pain, reduced their suffering as best I could.
Shoot! Alright, I'm gonna get this interrogation over with and then I'll come back when I'm done with it. I'll see you guys in the next part.